All right, kids, today on Louisiana Beer Reviews, we are looking at our third trip in recent times in the OE 800, the Old English, 5.9%, and this is a MillerCoors product now. And we are looking at it in another vessel to prove the point that flavors change according to vessels. This one, as you can tell, has already been pre-opened by design. I did sample it last night, and because of the low carbonation that this beer has, I don't really think that we're going to be missing much. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to open this up and give this a taste.
Now, you sent me that text last night and I was already sleeping.
Ah.
I love those twist caps.
And this is in the plastic bottle, much like a similar 2-liter bottle. This is a 42 ounce. I think it's probably 32.
Just give me a little bit. I don't want to.
Probably 32 ounces in it.
Stop.
Okay. I just want to prove something. Okay. Same low carbonation.
Okay. Nothing like High Life.
Well, it's because we're not reviewing High Life. Okay, and same, what I think I got out of 24 ounce can and the 18 ounce bottle, glass bottle we had. But I'm thinking that the flavor profile is going to change on this.
We did the can first, the 24 ounce tall can, which you liked. Then but you didn't like it as much as you said off camera. You said I liked it a lot better than I said on camera because then you get that perception thing.
Why are you throwing me under the bus like that?
I'm not. I'm just putting you on blast. And then, but I mean, feel free to repeat anything I've said off camera. But then also, oh, that's amazing. That thing went from blue to white as I was putting you on blast.
Well, that's because the
liquid went below it.
Because the liquid is below the word English now.
Then we did the clear bottle, which we loved. And now we're doing the clear plastic bottle.
So I'm getting the same Dancy bottles.
Bubbles. You said bottles.
Did I? Okay. I'm getting the same Dancy bubbles that I was getting in the Miller.
Yeah, it's got a lot of carbonation for considering it was pre-opened last night at around 8 p.m.
It's still got that sweetness to it. There's a little different taste to it. It's still OE 800, but there's a little different taste to it.
You might have a better perception of flavor. It just tastes like regular.
If we look at this package and you pull the top off, it's a wide mouth.
Yeah.
So what happens when it pours is there's a lot of air comes in and mixes with the shape of the bottle and the pour of the beverage. So that's going to give us more air into the beverage, which is going to create, or should create, a higher taste profile. So whatever's inside of the beer, because of the way the air mixes into it, should cause flavor notes to come out greater, the same way you would aerate wine.
They talk about this stuff on their website, especially Anheuser-Busch talks about that. And I have people jump on my case all the time talking about you don't know how to pour beer because you know how to pour it straight in.
No, that's gonna open it up.
And it makes a big foamy head. But I tell them, no, that's what you want to do because it, like Anheuser-Busch says, it makes it breathe.
Well, you know.
I mean, I understand if you're at a bar and they're pouring.
You know what I say to those folks? Try both. Do a side by side. Get your Bud Light can. It's probably coming from the Bud Light mentality where you got to go. Oh yeah, no head. Oh wait, oh, I gotta tilt it. Oh.
Okay, look, I understand it. I get it. You're at a bar. You're paying an extraordinarily high price for draft beer. So yeah, you want them to fill it to the very brim with no head because you want to get your full money, right?
Right. You're right. If you go to Hooters, they're going to give you a head.
But if you buy a 42 ounce bottle of beer, it's still 42 ounces. It doesn't matter if you get this much head. It's going to dissipate and you could drink it and then you drink the rest. It's like, this is not difficult to understand.
When I was in college, a friend of mine worked at Hooters and I would go by and tell her hello and she would give me beers. So we would talk about the beers and the chicken wings. And one of the things that she would say is that, and I would comment on at least the inch that was going on, the inch head on the beer. And she would tell me that they tell them to do that because
To save money for them.
save money for them, but they hard poured it. They hard poured everything. So the beer tasted fun. It's just, yeah.
You're paying for foam.
Right.
But here, it doesn't matter because you went to racetrack or wherever you went, you bought a 42 ounce. I can go to, what's that place? Not Pilot, Circle K. And they've got these bottles for $1.99.
I think that's what it was, plus tax.
Yeah.
Racetrack.
I think Miller had no idea when they went to
What?
plastic that this would be it went straight to blue. This was a perfect Mardi Gras parade beer.
Oh, no doubt.
Because there's no way the cops are going to let you walk around with a glass 40 ounce bottle. They're going to
Well,
say you ain't walking around
That
with
law isn't really
that. They're kind of
designed
strict.
for glass or anything else. If you really read the law, it's open container.
Yeah, but they don't want people hitting each other with
So
glass.
you could walk around with a can of Coke and possibly get in trouble or hit with an open container because it says open container. It doesn't say open alcohol container.
You sure about that?
I had a discussion on this many years ago.
Yeah, but the whole point of it is they don't want bottles at parades because they don't want people drinking and then fighting and smashing the bottles and sticking each other with it and hitting each other with it. But I mean, what are you going to do? You're not going to hurt somebody with a plastic bottle. It's going to bounce off their head.
I have no idea where that analogy came from.
It's not an analogy.
The hitting people with bottles.
No, it's not an analogy. It's a fact. They don't want you walking around with glass bottles that will break. People can step on glass.
Viewers know right now that I do not advocate in violence in any kind of a way.
No, you're missing what I'm saying.
Nor do we promote it in any way.
A plastic bottle is perfect for parades because it's safe.
Plastic bottle is perfect for just about any occasions because it can fall.
But when these first came out, people said it's going to ruin the taste of the beer and it's cheap and it's not going to taste as good as glass. In other words, they said the plastic is going to interfere with the flavor. I don't believe that. I think they have enough technology that they know the plastic is not going to taint the beer.
Okay, now I want to grade. I'm going to step out on a limb since we've had Old English in 3 different vessels.
Can, glass bottle, and now plastic.
I would rate can as being 3, glass as being 2, the plastic almost 2 liters being 1.
You think the plastic is the best?
Yes, and
You're probably like the only person on the internet that says that, but that's okay.
can I finish?
Yeah.
Okay. Reason why is because getting back to the pour and how the air comes in and affects the taste of the liquid when it's poured out. I think it gives a better taste profile to the beer with the aeration and coming into it.
I mean, it's good. I'm enjoying it. I'm not complaining. And those people out on the West Coast, California, Oregon, and Washington State, they tell me they don't really enjoy it because it's 7.5%. It's too strong and harsh. And they always comment on my channel talking about, I wish we got the 5.9. It'd be so much milder. You know, you could say,
I agree.
oh yeah, alcohol, baby, I'm getting blasted, I'm getting drunk. But it's not pleasant. 7.5%, 8%, it's a little
We're
rough.
having this conversation off camera about a lot of beers, that the lower alcohol content, the alcohol and the taste profile have to match, no matter what it is you're drinking. And I can liken this into a beer called Hoegaarden. Remember Hoegaarden way back in the day?
Hoegaarden, yeah.
You'd get it in a 4-pack.
Of course.
I would assume that came straight from the Hoegaarden company.
Yeah, in Belgium.
Right.
Yeah, of course.
So apparently something had happened, and then it came out in 6-packs.
Right.
Well, the alcohol volume went down. So once the alcohol volume dropped,
I don't know
the
about
taste profile, I know about that because I followed the beer. Remember, you didn't have a beer until you were 27.
Right, so I was not in
Right.
part of that. I
I was drinking beer before you. So the alcohol content dropped when it came out in 6-packs, and you can look this up and do some research since it's what you like to do. And it affected the flavor profile, and now I don't see that beer anywhere.
No, Hoegaarden is rare. You can go to Rouse's and they got that Beers of Belgium pack, and they'll have Hugotten. What's the one from Belgium? The green bottle lager beer. It's like a Heineken.
You're losing me.
They have the nice slick commercials. Star,
Heineken?
Stella Artois,
Ah.
and then Leffe Blonde, Leffe, Hugotten, and Stella Artois.
Yeah, that blonde's good beer.
So anyway, I like it. I mean, I don't know which is better, can bottle or plastic, glass bottle, plastic bottle. I mean, but I'm an Old English fan. This is certified kosher. Thought I'd mention. And it's 161 calories, 5.9.
Certified kosher. So that's it.
I have Jewish family members, and
I do too. My grandmother was Jewish. Essence makes me Jewish.
your grandmother.
Yep. My mom's mother.
Oh, well, we'll talk off air. But but they're not into beer and drinking, so that's really a relevant point.
Muscle talk. Go ahead.
So, but anyway, all right, so yeah, I think it was an interesting experiment.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so that's it. We got to do King Cobra. I mean, that King Cobra, and we got to do Colt 45 coming down the road. Thanks for watching this video production. We're going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to Jefferson Parish, Louisiana. Laser bon temps relay.
And this was a different type of a review that we were doing. We weren't really doing a taste or review on a beer. We were taking this particular beer and experimenting between the different vessels that it was delivered in.
Right, a follow-up of a follow-up of a follow-up of a follow-up.
And maybe we should check out the 16-ounce can next.
Oh, no, that won't matter.